In the darkest corners of history, where shadows loom and despair takes hold, there lies a tale of a young boy trapped in an attic during the treacherous days of World War II. But this is not just a story of survival. It is a gripping account of a young soul's battle against isolation and the indomitable will to live. Amidst the chaos and destruction that engulfed Europe, 12-year-old Thomas found himself thrust into a world of uncertainty. As bombs rained down upon his city, his parents made the agonizing decision to send him to the safety of his aunt's house in a small village. Little did they know that this decision would seal Thomas's fate, condemning him to a fate worse than the horrors of war itself. Upon his arrival at his aunt's house, Thomas was led up a narrow staircase, his heart pounding with a mix of fear and curiosity. The attic, his aunt explained, would be his sanctuary until the war was over. The door creaked shut behind him, leaving him alone in a space that would become both his refuge and his prison. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, as Thomas's world shrank to the four walls of the attic. The only company he had were the whispers of wind and the scurrying of mice. The silence weighed heavy on his soul, gnawing at his spirit like a relentless hunger. The isolation became his constant companion, a cruel reminder of the world he had lost. But within the depths of despair, seeds of resilience took root in Thomas's heart. He refused to succumb to the suffocating grip of loneliness. With each passing day, he devised ways to keep his mind engaged, to hold on to the fragments of his former life. He scoured the attic for forgotten books, their yellowed pages becoming his portal to distant lands and forgotten adventures. In the attic's dim light, Thomas's imagination soared. He transformed the dusty space into a canvas, painting vivid landscapes with his words and sketches. He crafted makeshift toys out of scraps, giving life to his childhood dreams. And in the silence, he found solace in the symphony of his own thoughts, composing melodies that resonated within his soul. But as the war raged on, Thomas's resilience was tested to its limits. Hunger gnawed at his stomach, and the bitter cold pierced through his threadbare clothes. Disease threatened to claim his fragile body, and hope began to fade like a distant memory. In those moments of despair, Thomas clung to the memories of his family, their love and laughter becoming a lifeline that kept him tethered to the world beyond the attic's walls. And then, as if fate had heard his silent pleas, the war came to an end. The once distant sounds of gunfire and explosions grew faint, replaced by the jubilant cries of liberation. With trembling hands, Thomas pushed open the attic door, stepping out into a world forever changed. As he looked upon the ruins of his city, Thomas knew that he had emerged from the darkness a different person. The attic had been his crucible, forging within him a strength and resilience that would guide him through the trials of life. And though scars remained etched upon his soul, he carried with him the indomitable will to live, a flame that had burned unyielding even in the darkest of nights.